It was a hot summer day in 1881 when Billy the Kid found himself in a tense standoff with Sheriff Pat Garrett and a posse of lawmen. Billy had been found on the run for months, ever since he had escaped from jail and gone back to his outlaw ways. He had a price on his head and everyone from Texas to New Mexico was after him. But on this day, he had made the mistake of stopping at a small ranch just outside of Fort Sumner, New Mexico. The owner of the ranch, a man named Pete Maxwell, was an old friend of Billy's, but he had also been promised a reward if he could help the lawman capture the infamous outlaw. When Billy arrived at the ranch, he had no idea that he was walking into a trap. He was tired and hungry, and he had hoped that Pete would give him a meal and a place to rest. But as soon as he stepped inside, he knew something was wrong. Sheriff Garrett and his men were waiting for him, their guns drawn and their eyes fixed on Billy. There was nowhere to run, no escape from the lawmen's guns. "Come out with your hands up, Billy." But Billy wasn't ready to give up just yet. He knew that if he surrendered, he would hang. He had no choice but to fight. With lightning speed, Billy drew his gun and fired. The sound of a gunshot echoed through the ranch, and chaos erupted. The lawman returned fire, their bullets striking the walls and shattering the windows. Billy darted for cover, dodging behind overturned furniture and ducking behind doors. He fired his gun again and again, his eyes darting around the room as he searched for an escape. The air was thick with smoke and dust, making it hard to see. But Billy was a skilled marksman, and he used his senses to guide him. He listened for the sound of footsteps, the scrape of boots on the floor, the creak of a door opening. As the battle raged on, Billy's luck began to run out. He had been hit twice, his left arm and right leg bleeding from gunshot wounds. But he refused to give up. He knew that if he had surrendered, he would hang. With a fierce determination, Billy fired his gun again, taking out one of the lawmen. The sound of the gunshot reverberated through the room, and for a moment, everything seemed to freeze. And then, with a sudden burst of movement, Billy made his move. He darted towards the door, his gun blazing, as Garrett and his men opened fire. The sound of gunfire filled the air, and for a moment, it seemed that Billy might escape. But fate had other plans. As Billy ran for the door, a bullet caught him in the chest, sending him sprawling to the ground. He lay there, bleeding and dying, as Garrett and his men rushed in to capture him. It was the end of the line for Billy the Kid. He had fought until the bitter end, but in the end, he couldn't outrun the law. Hi, thanks for watching. Please subscribe, and if you enjoyed this particular content, please click on the like button. Thank you.